Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hello, and welcome back to another live stream. Hope you guys are doing well. It is Wednesday. Yep, it is Wednesday. Just making sure it is. It's weird. It's Wednesday, but technically tomorrow is my last day of the week because we have Friday off here. So it is throwing things out of whack for me. Like, it's Wednesday. I should feel like, oh, great, 2 more days. But like, no, tomorrow's last day. That feels pretty good. That feels pretty good to me. And I'm sorry if you guys don't have Friday off. I don't believe you have Friday and Monday off. I think isn't it Easter or something? I'm not sure. Hey, Guts, welcome in. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. So between yesterday's streams and today, I made some improvements to what holiday Friday. So I'm in Canada, and the holiday is called Good Friday. Now I don't understand because I think all Fridays should be Good Fridays. In fact, all days should be good days. So that means by that logic, we should have holidays every single day. Because if Friday is Good Friday, does that mean all other Fridays are shit Fridays? Why are we living in a world with shit Fridays? Why is only one day of the year a Good Friday? That's what I want to know. That's the questions I want to answer. I don't know. I think some places, I think the UK has Friday and Monday off for some reason. I don't know. There's just holidays going on. But I'm currently residing in Canada, and in Canada we have Good Friday. Whatever, day off. I'll take it. I'll take a 3-day weekend. I don't care. You know, I'm not gonna complain. For me, it's a payday week. Payday off. Here you have Holy Friday and Sunday's Easter. Oh, okay. Yeah, so some places I know have Monday off as well. So that's probably why they take the Sunday and they move it to Monday. So you get Friday and Monday, I guess, in some places. I think like the UK gets both. What I heard. Because we have a studio in London, I believe. And they have Friday and Monday off. Power to them, I guess. Good for them. I want a 4-day weekend. I only get a 3-day weekend. And here I am complaining. Anyways. So, between yesterday's stream and today, I made some improvements to the AI. So that guy's on a path. He's going to move out of the way right now. The main thing is this guy is going to, is going to go around me and is going to shoot. But if I get too close to him, he's going to run away. He's going to run away and hide. So if I come here, he's going to hide till he gets behind cover. And the melee guy, see if I come here, he's going to try to get away and get behind where I can't see him anymore if I get too close. And this guy is going to kind of move around me. And he's, and occasionally he'll just jump and attack. So he'll move around me, and then sometimes he'll walk to me. Like that. And then sometimes he'll jump over. But if I run away, he'll follow me. But he now has a jump attack. So, good stuff. But that's not what we're doing today. Today, we are setting up the door system, or starting to set up the door system, as I'm going to call it. Yep, I'm using behavior trees. Yep, that's exactly what I use. So, for example, here's my melee behavior tree. I have there's like sub trees that I have here. And here's like, I move closer, I have a strafe. There's my attack system. It's very basic right now. Very basic. Yeah, it's all behavior tree. And it's as difficult as you want it to be, really, because if you wanted to just be like, hey, go to place, attack, and or just always go to go to target and attack, and then go to target and attack, like that's very simple, right? If you want to do something super complex, well, that's gonna be more complex because it's complex, but not because behavior trees themselves are complex, because you just have to program that in. So for now, you know, it's relatively simple. I'm going to figure out like new cool mechanics for each one, for each like thing. Like for the flying ones, I don't have any flying directional sprites right now. So I'll probably continue using these guys. And what I'll do is I want to do like an attack that has them like go up in the air and then like swoop down kind of thing. Like I want to do stuff like that, and like I want to do attacks like that. Like I want to make things more interesting, and each one have unique things that they can do. So yeah, we'll see how we do all that stuff, but that's for me to figure out later. But like I said, today is going to be doors, and it doesn't sound excited, but let me explain what I'm doing. So if I come here and hopefully generate this, it says preparing. Hopefully it's loading. Oh, good. So right now, when we go into a new room, all the enemies spawn and all the doors remain open. So I can go through this entire room, and I just go up to this door and it will open. And then I can go generate the next room, etc. I want it so the doors stay closed unless I kill enough enemies. And then the doors will become unlocked and I can go through them. Or they'll open them entirely. And then we go from there. Basically, I wanted to, right, so you can't just run through the entire place. Yesterday, you barely watched the stream. Your headache... Oh, no. Oh, headaches suck. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, you're better today. Hey, Vinny. I see you're not the only one fighting AA logic today. Yep. AA logic is a fight every day. Every single day. So, how do we want to set up the doors? So right now, I need to, let's load up the, like one of these levels. Here, I'll load up I'll do them in order. Right, so here's like one of the levels. So when I go into this level, right, it triggers the spawn. So the first thing I need to do is make a note of everyone that spawns. Yeah, Dungeon Architect is super... Oh, this is, right, this is just the room. I make this myself. And then if I go to the, like, the dungeon, so the Dungeon Architect is what stitches all this together. So if I load it up again, assuming it'll load. No. Give it a moment. Come on. I asked about this on their Discord. I'm waiting for a reply, but unfortunately, the person who makes Dungeon Architect does not reply very quickly. They'll reply like very rarely. So I'm hoping. There we go. Yeah. So right now, you can see below where it spawns. So you can see the different elevations of the stuff. Okay, go down here. So this is also, I need to hide the enemies, of course. You know, one thing I was actually thinking about is I'm thinking of reducing the size of the rooms a bit and making them taller. But for now, this is fine. Like maybe keeping the same layout, but just shrinking everything effectively. But yeah, the main thing we want to do is, right, these doors. I want to have it that they only open at certain times. So again, the first thing we need to do is make a note of everyone that spawns, because we don't always spawn everyone consistently. So we have the spawner in every room. And right, and here it spawns it. It selects a random one and it spawns it. Now what I want to do is promote this to a variable. Spawned enemy. And just so I mean, I don't need to do that. I just do this. And do spawn enemy. So it's still going to do the same thing, but I make a note of it every single time. And the reason I'm doing that instead of plugging it here and then the next one is because it will pick a new random enemy then. We don't want that. I pressed right a little too quickly, and now Unreal is thinking like, I don't know what to do, and it's frozen. Great! Let's give Unreal time to realize that, no, everything is fine. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Right, Unreal? Right? Are you using a combat director class? I don't know what a combat director class is, so I assume no. Or behaviors are more random. I'm not sure what you're asking with that one. I don't know what a combat director class, so I'm assuming no. And behavior if you're talking about behavior trees, they're only as random as you want them to be. They're not random unless you program randomness into them. If that's what you're talking about. Come on, Unreal, unfreeze. Hello, Nash Fanfling. That's how I'm gonna say that. Nash Fanfly. I'm reading the 13 as IE. That's definitely not how you pronounce her name. Not at all. But I did it that way anyway. Is this going to be like an ARPG? So you're going to be RNG loop? No. So this is going to be more like Binding of Isaac with random power-ups and then also random weapons akin to Dead Cells. Where you can get different weapons, but the power-ups are all going to affect the different weapons and then you have like a different moveset depending on the weapons you choose. Unreal! Yoo-hoo! What the heck? Oh my god, it's actually frozen. It's actually frozen. Hold on. Let me just reload this darn thing. We haven't done anything yet, so it's fine. Like, whatever, but I didn't do anything. Why is it frozen? Aw, Binding of Isaac. Why aw? Is that bad? Is that good? I don't know. Okay, one more time. We're just promoting this variable. Spawn enemy. Boink. Boink. Not as cool as RNG loot? Well, it's gonna be RNG loot. What do you mean? Even Binding of Isaac has RNG. What? You don't get the same item every run. And I'm thinking of doing it on an experience system. You kill enemies, you gain levels, and then you pick, every time you level, you pick a random power up. And I'm thinking of doing it that way. That could be a good way of doing it to incentivize enemy killing and stuff like that. You like gear and stuff. Oh, this is an entirely different kind of game. Yeah, I'm not doing that kind of game. Sorry to disappoint. I mean, they're fun. I mean, except not Diablo, but yeah, ARPGs are fun, but that's their own genre. And this is more like roguelike. Yeah, roguelike, Dead Cells, Binding of Isaac. What's the other? What's the other game that's the one where you're in hell and you break out of it? Hades. Hades is another game that's going to be probably relatively similar-ish. And it takes turn to attack you so you don't get stuck into zombies. You can jump over them. You can also roll, which stops collisions. So you can just roll through enemies. You can get out. You can get out of. You won't get any body blocks. There's a way of getting out. Okay, so right, we're spawning all the enemies, but I make a note of that enemy. So I need to make an array. Spawned enemies. Here, I'm just gonna make this easier. Promote to variable. Spawned enemies. Make an array. Here, so this is gonna make a note of. Oh, I guess I didn't need to make this. Yeah, I didn't need to make this a variable. I'm doing it here. That was unnecessary. Get rid of that. But so that's good. Binding of Isaac is great because yeah, I put a lot of hours into Binding of Isaac as well. I never beat like the new Repentance. I think is the I never beat that one. By the time Repentance came out, I was like, I didn't play in so long that I'm like, I suck now, and I don't want to take the time to get good again for Repentance, which is significantly harder. Like, maybe another time. But I sunk like multiple hundreds of hours into that game. Actually, I wonder if can I see? Can I see if I search? I don't know why I'm hiding it. There's no reason to. I have Isaac. 476.4 hours. That's what I have. So it's a good amount of hours. It's not insane, but it's a good amount. Okay. So we got a list of all of them. So once this is complete, Right, it turns off the spawner. And then I want to... Well, now we can do things with this. So I can do a print string. Like I can print how many we've spawned. Right. So... back in here. 5. But what we need to do is give them a value. So I need to give them all. Out of curiosity, when I do this, can I get? Okay, I can get all their stuff. I don't need to like cast or anything. That's great. So what I'm gonna do is come here. Navigate to... Oh, I don't need you anymore. Fixed the bug from last time. So what we need to do is give them a nice variable called blood amount. We're gonna make it a float. And by default, do I go like small, like one? No, I'll just make a default 100, and then I can go off of that. It'll be a base is 100, so then I can do a percentage effectively. Math. It'll make it easier. So if I want someone to have like 200% blood, I'll just a 200. So with that, we can go to the spawner. And then we're going to do, for each loop. And then we're going to get blood amount. Total blood and level. This is just going to be a float. And then on every single one. We're just going to increment this. All right, we're going to say, okay, how much blood is there in the total level? And then when it's complete, it's going to print how much blood is in the total level. And because everyone's right now at 100 exactly, there's 500 blood. Out of curiosity, how many milliliters of blood in the body? Just random things. About 5,000. Okay, we're not doing it to that scale. We're just going with 100. Just doing it 100. So what I want to do now. So I want to. On BPN, I'm gonna do a event dispatcher. Blood drop. I'll probably rename that. And when it dies, it is going to call this. And I'm going to include a float in here. This is going to be amount. I don't think I might be able to just get this information, but we'll check. Hey, hello. Holy crap, welcome in, welcome in. Your favorite dev? Oh man, no pressure, huh? Jesus. I'm not pressured now at all. Bind event on blood drop. Oh, two. It's two. That's why I never can get it. So binding event to the blood drop. What names I'm using? It's a very bloody stream today, I guess. Enemy blood spilled. Okay. And then we have blood amount, which is good. Yeah, so we do want that. So now what we are trying to see is when half of them are... We're going to use half. Let's actually make this a percentage. Percent of blood to open doors. Exposed. And by default, this will be 50%. Okay, I'm going to take this and convert it to a 0 to 1 by dividing this by 100. So what we need to check is if the blood amount, with the total blood and level, subtract the blood amount, does this is this less or equal to then this percentage multiplied by the total blood and level. If it is, print string. So let me just confirm this. So when one of the enemies dies, it will remove its amount of blood from the total blood in the level, which we've set here. And then we check if it is actually less or equal to the percentage of the blood that we've set that it should be. If it is less than that, then we're good and we print. Okay. Okay, let's find out. Hold on. Ads are about to play, so I'm going to snooze them so they don't play as we test this. That is my mob spawner. Also, welcome in, Pixel Shake T. Welcome in. So now... if I kill one more... no. Just to make sure that this is actually printing. So open. Yeah, we're storing all this information on the spawner that is spawning these guys. Okay, so it has 500 there. Okay, so it is printing hello, which means it is triggering, right? So, hello. But, did I do the math wrong? Let's print this. Where are you saying the current blood? Oh, on the enemies. So each enemy has their own blood amount. And then when they spawn, I just take their amount and add it to the total in a loop for all the enemies. I don't even need to do the loop here. I can do the loop here. I just realized I don't. I can just do it right away. Here. Yeah, and I probably then don't even need the spawned enemies thing. Because you always check the same number? What do you mean? Oh! I'm not updating the total blood in the level. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yep. I did dumb. I did not update that. You're right. This is why we're just getting started. Let's set this with that. And then that. And that. There you go. What? No, it doesn't work. Okay. I'll adjust. Open. There you go. It works. Yeah. There you go. It opened. It triggered. Why doesn't this work? Because it worked. It's not working properly? It will work, but not at the right percent? What? I don't get it. Why would it not work at the right percent? So, let's see. How many are we spawning? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I should be able to kill 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah, okay. Hold on. Ah, you're right about the percent. Or did I... Because it's always checking the percent of the current total blood level? Yeah, it's checking the total blood level that it's set there. Times if it is less than the... Oh. Okay, I got what you... I understand now. I understand the problem. I understand the problem. I found the... Well, I mean, I understand. Let's take this here, this here. But it's okay to let me figure this stuff out. I'm not going to be figuring it out in 3 seconds, but it's fine to let me figure it out. Is this... no. Yeah, is this less than this? That's just how I usually work. I'll make 20 mistakes and be like, okay, this, that. I'm very much a trial and error guy. That's just how I am. Okay, it doesn't work. Let's find out why. 1, 2. What's wrong this time? Ah, I see. So we need to...
Ads are here.
Oh,
Pausing
ads
for
time.
ads.
Ads time. Ads time. Yeah, Yeah, it's because this I'm still not setting. I just reversed what I did for that. So I'm just quickly put this back. And I'll just make a or is my brain functioning? Let's find out. I mean, the answer is no. There's gonna take the my actual blood. It's gonna remove this, so I'll be, let's say, at 400. That's gonna be the new total. No, I'm being stupid. Why is my brain now function today? It's okay. It's pause time. I need to store the amount of blood. And I also need to store the original. Oop. Excuse me. Original amount of. I'm doing this in terms of whenever when you enter a new room. Oh, ads are done. So when I enter a new room, I just have an overlap event that spawns all the enemies. And when I spawn it, then I will then it's doing all the math to see who's doing, and then I'm doing I'm binding it to a death event. What happens if I go back into the previous? We'll get to that. I'm one thing at a time. One thing at a time. It's not, it shouldn't open it, but we'll see if it does, and if it does, I'll deal with it. You're like 20 steps ahead of me. I'm like step 0.5. Let me get this working, then we'll see what's next. Then we'll see what's next. That's just. I'm very much like, okay, let me, one thing at a time. Okay, so take the total, blend the level. We subtract it. That becomes the new total blend level. That's correct. Then we need to check if that is less than the original amount of blood in the level. The percentage of this amount of blood in the level. And we can set that as here. When it's completed, I can just set the original with the total. Yes. Think so? Come. One. Open! Yay! That was correct. Because there's 4 enemies here. Let's spawn 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. One, 2, 3. Yay! It works. Okay. Fantastic. Don't the door remain open? What do you mean? Right now, yeah, all the doors just open and close automatically. The plan is to have them close and not open unless this happens. I need to figure out how we're going to notify the doors. That I haven't figured out yet. But again, one thing at a time. Because the doors don't all spawn at the same time. They're not loaded in until they have to be loaded in. Just like this isn't loaded in until it has to be loaded in. So, I mean, I can do a get all actors of class. And that will work. Because every time is going to be different. It's not human. If you bind on each spawner, doesn't that leave the spawners bind in memory forever? Oh, okay. Then easy solution. You do have a point. It's from... hold on. Unbind all events from... what's it called? Can I not do that? I can't do that. Okay, so I need to make a, so I do need to use this array. Okay, fine. Then I will use this, and then once complete, I'll do a for each loop. And then I'll just unbind event from blood drop. There you go. Problem solved. So when it opens the doors, it'll just unbind all of them. I'll unbind this event. I'll just do a sequence. Here. No, I believe I was watching a tutorial recently and they did unbind an event because they were mentioning that apparently they stick around. When the level gets unloaded, like when I go out of the distance, it would probably stop doing it. Well, it might come back. So yeah, I mean, this doesn't hurt. There's no reason to still be binded after I no longer need it either way. So yeah, this is fine. Okay. So we have now a way of doing this. Now, what I want to do is... I don't know why the instigator thing isn't working, so... won't use it for now. You're a purely logic guy, know very little about what goes on under her. Yeah, me neither. I don't know anything that goes on under the hood. Don't think that I do either. So what I want to do is here, right? If the spawner is disabled, right, then it doesn't do anything. What I need to do is basically control the doors now. So let's go to the doors. Where is the blueprint for the doors located? Okay, I'll take you, and I'll take you. Scroll, scroll, scroll. here. Okay. So this is their door blueprint. Update door state. What is this? Get overlapping characters. And if it is a character, then it is... okay. If the amount of overlapping characters is greater than 0, then open the door. We can just do this a little bit easier. Can open door. Okay, I'll pretend I know what that is. Okay, well, I just need to know if it's my character. So for now, I'm not gonna modify this too much. I'm just gonna say if it's my character only, first of all. Then do that. So now the enemies won't be able to do this. Are these levels planned to be created totally using procedural generation? Yes. Well, this what you see here isn't going to be created entirely out of procedural generation. I'm going to be creating it manually, but they're going to be assembled using procedural generation. So all my levels are hand designed. Like I can still use procedural generation to like scatter some crates or stuff, you know. But in terms of like, this is the layout of this room. And this room will always have this layout. It might be like attached to different rooms, but this is the layout of this room. So what we need to do now is be able to turn this on and off. I don't know what this... Let's see what this can open door is. Oh, it's a whole lock system. It's the lock system that's built into Dungeon Architect. I'll leave it for now because I might want to use it. And then get a fairly decent solution for doing the doors, because you add an overlap where the doors will spawn. So the spawners get a reference to the doors regardless of which side they're on / from. Oh, that's true. I could just get all overlapping actors of the doors and that should work. You're right, that should work, because I have it currently... Let's try that. So the very beginning. Yeah, it's overlapping actors. Box. This guy, please. And I'm going to here replace you. It's you. Because I'm going to be modifying this. Okay, so... Oh, my turn. So... I'm just going to test to make sure that this is going to work in general. I just wanted to know how many it's overlapping. Let's go to the engine. Ah, okay. It loaded all of them because, right, because I wanted to do this not here. It would be okay, I would need to do it this way. This first. Then the print string. Some of them said 1, which I'm a little concerned about. Come on. Load me a level! Load me a level! Why no load? Why no load? Why is it like this? I don't know why it's like this. That's a problem. I pressed. There it is. You jerk! Load! $100 attempts in its own like builder, and finally, and no fails, and yet here I get all fails. Okay, 3. It's at 3, so I have 1, 2, 3. Is that all of them? 4. I see 4 doors here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. It printed 3. Now, hold on. That might be correct because I didn't originally make the sure. I didn't make I didn't make these things perfectly like match, as you can see, to the bounds. So what I can do is make them ever so slightly bigger. Because there's going to be walls here anyway, so it's not like I can just walk in here. So I'm going to just go through these guys, and I'm going to make the bounds on these just a tiny amount bigger than this room to make sure that it envelops it. Because this might have not got... Oh, no, that was correct. It was working fine. One of them was a one-way door. No, it did it right, because one of them was a one-way door. It was all correct, so I can... So this was fine at the scale it was. I'm just being dumb. One of them was a one-way door, so if I did it again... And now it loaded quickly. We have 2 doors, one here, one down below. I don't see any other door. How in the world? Yeah, that's 2 doors. That's correct. Then we have 2 doors, it says. I see another door down there. Just confirm no other doors. No other doors. Okay, this is going to work. I'll probably do a child system for the doors when I actually do it. And that way it will grab them all. Yep. Okay. Cool. So this is gonna work. Yeah, that's this is a good way of doing it. Sweet. So now we have a way of getting the doors. We now need to control whether they're open or closed. Let me phrase it. We need to control whether they can open or closed. I don't want them to just be open. So, here... blood spilled. That's gonna be dark. If blood spilled is true, it can do this. I would just need to add the control also to my spawn room and the base room. So, okay, let's go back to mob spawner. So I'm gonna get over all overlapping actors. Okay, if I want to just make promote them to a variable. Let's promote these two variables. Room doors. Okay. If the spawner is disabled, that means it has already spawned the enemies. And I'm entering it now for the second time. Then I'm going to just make sure that every single one of these... if I'm entering for the second time... I might not need to do anything. Okay, let's... We'll test it without this. But if I'm if the spawner's enabled... A sequence here. We're gonna go all of these, and we're gonna say set oh, do I need to... I'm going to cast to them, won't I? Blueprint looks fun, but the thing with these graph softwares that we don't know what is possible due to the big amount of nodes. Yes, but I feel like this is still like an infinite amount easier than actual programming, because you do know what's possible. You just drag out of it with context sensitive, and then you can just see what, okay, I can go to the class and I can set room doors. Okay. I can check here and be like, okay, I can do like collision stuff with it. That's cool. In an actual like programming, like if you don't know what it is, you don't know what it is. That's it. I have nothing. I have nothing to go off of, and I can't read documentation to save my life, so that doesn't help me. So in order to know what's possible in C++ because of the hundreds of available functions and libraries, yeah, but you have to also know where to find them and how to find them and understand them. This is like you drag off and be like, okay, oh, okay, you could get this, and it has a little snippet of what it is, all conveniently for you, and only shows you what's available for this specific thing. So I don't know, like without a decent IDE, it's a nightmare to figure out what's available. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like that's why if people want to learn like what you can do with Unreal, blueprints are the way to go. If you want to, if you already know what to do with Unreal, you can go into like C++, and then you'll have like a decent start. But if you don't know like how Unreal works or anything, I feel like starting in C++ is harder. This is assuming that you don't know C++ or blueprints from the get-go, right? If you already know C++, obviously you're gonna have an easier time than someone that doesn't. I'm talking about like you don't know C++ and you don't know blueprints and you don't know Unreal. Where do you begin? I would go with blueprints because of this context menu. So you understand how things work, and then if you want to, you go learn right how to actually program it in C++. Oh, I need to name this. Custom. This is not going to work from the one-way doors, and I realize this, but you know, this is fine. This is only for like testing right now. What I can do is set up as an interface, and then we can do it two separate doors entirely. But for now, so it's going to say blood spills to off, which means I will not be able to exit through the doors. And then when it's done, it's going to do blood spilled to true. You learned C++ 10 years ago for programming microcontrollers. That's why Blueprint and node-based software feels weird. Yeah, see, I'm a technical artist, but I'm one of the very few technical artists, at least from what I can tell, that came into technical art from the art side, not from the program side or the programmer side. I feel like the majority, like over 50% of technical artists, from what I see, start as programmers and then they start doing more and more art stuff. And then they, become a technical artist. I came from the art side, and then I started learning more and more technical stuff. Technical stuff just always, I enjoyed it, but I started as a 3D generalist, as an artist generalist. I'm what you call a jack of all trades, master of none. I don't have a specialty or a specialization. I'm just like above average in like everything you throw at me. That's it. I don't have like, compared to someone that has 10 years in just character art, I will never beat them. Compared to someone that has 10 years in pure environment art, I'll never beat them. But I can do the characters, I can do the blueprints, I can do the environments, I can do the the technical stuff, I can make the tools, I can do like super simple concept, I can like create simple anime, I can do everything as a generalist, and that's what is a 3D generalist and a technical artist? One sec. No, I can't snooze the button, and the ads are about to play. But if I can answer it super quick before ads start, a 3D generalist is just a 3D artist that is not specialized in anything and can do a lot of different tasks. So a 3D generalist can model, can texture, can light, can render, can make hard surface, can make animations, can do rigs, can wait for ads.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Ad time. I'll finish explaining it afterwards. I'll finish explaining afterwards. But mostly the 3D generalists can wait for ads. That's the biggest perk we have. The ability to wait for ads. I'm out of water. It's okay. I have a calorie-free carbonated fruit drink instead. You're just a generalist. You can't pause ads. Neither can I. See? We're the same, you and me. Exact same. No difference. In fact, some might say we might be the same person. Spooky. Ooh. Yeah, ads are almost done. I think this should work once we'll test it after ads end as well. I also need to add this to the spawn room. Okay, ads are over. So, again, to kind of finish answering this question. So again, 3D generalist is someone that can do all things 3D: model, texture, light, render, characters, environments, riggings, animations. That is what's called a true generalist. Now, those are very, very, very rare. Apparently. I've always been one, but apparently that is very rare these days. So many people these days are more specialized. It's the same thing as a programmer knowing any language you throw at him and he'll do well in them, versus someone that knows like C++ and maybe another one, and that's it. And that's it. That's what they're good at. Now, they will be better at C++, and just like an environment artist will be better at environment art than a generalist. But yeah, as Satriati just says, a 3D generalist is a one-man team, effectively. They don't need anyone else. They can do it all. Like, is it gonna be at the same level as a specialized one that spent a decade in their one specialization? No. But they know how to get things done usually fast and efficient because they need to do all the things. So they don't have time to like dilly-dally on any one thing for so long. So I'm a 3D like a quote-unquote true 3D generalist, as I guess the people call them now, because there's generalists that are like, environment and texture and lighting for an environment. They're generalized inside of an environment, but they're still an environment person. So that's not a true generalist. I guess that's what I'm putting it all in quotes, because that's what from what I hear, that's how they're separated out. Because you can be an environment artist that does modeling, texturing, and lighting for environments and like the prop work and all that, and you're a generalist inside of the environment. But you're not a true generalist where if someone asks you to composite, you don't know what to do, right? Like for me, like I've done compositing work. Like I've touched Nuke, I've done some After Effects, like I do editing, I do this, I do that, right? But that's the point. That's what I'm referring to. Also, to go back to the earlier comment, Sajarati, also welcome in. I don't think I said hello to you. Hello. Yeah, so I was a 3D artist originally. I graduated with a bachelor degree in animation and visual effects. I'm in VFX. I'm in film. I still work in film, but I currently work in virtual production with Unreal Engine, which is the closest I've gone to games. Because getting into games is extremely hard. Especially when you don't have game... I don't have any game, like, professional work, like, on my resume. Everything is, like, I've done AR, VR. I've worked with HoloLens. I've done reality capture stuff. I've done all sorts of things just on games. And so they don't care. They don't care about any of the experience I have. They don't care about anything else. Oh, you have no experience. So bye. We have this other guy that has 2 years of experience. You've been in the industry for 10 years? We don't care. You don't have any game industry experience. Bye. That's basically what I've been dealing with. So I'm like, okay. But, and a technical artist, right? So then go back to the 3D artist. So that's the 3D generalist. A technical artist is an artist that also does basically equivalent to, let's say, blueprints, right? So someone who is a technical person is typically like a programmer, someone who builds tools, someone that doesn't do the art, but they do all the the stuff to help the artwork. They maybe do make the tools, they maybe program something, you know, all the technical stuff. It's hard for me to explain it because I'm more, again, on the art side. So that's a person who does both. Some art stuff and some technical stuff, or some programming stuff. Most technical artists, from what I found, are programmers first, and then they've started learning art stuff. Well, I have come from an art side and have started learning more of the technical stuff, which is why I'm a bit that's why all this is relatively new to me, but I'm very good about it because I'm a generalist. I already know how to learn this stuff pretty quickly, so I can pick it up. But yeah, that's what it is. A generalist will have an easier time finding work, but a generalist is extremely hard to be. Because, right, as I explained, a generalist, you have to know everything, and that is very hard. Like the same thing where a person who specializes in something will take 10 years to master it. A generalist will take 10 years to learn the 50 programs that he now knows to be a generalist. He won't know them again to the same level as the one who specializes, but he will know them to at least enough to even at least go on Google and gather information and be able to do the work. So I hope that was that explains things. I try to explain it as best I can. Feel free to ask me to elaborate on anything. But yeah, hopefully that helps. Generalist, here where I am, doesn't matter the profession, is a must because there isn't a population or budget focus for a single specialty. Also, generalists are highly more sought out for small teams and are not, and large teams don't care about generalizations at all. So if you go for a small 5-man or less indie team, everyone has to be a generalist. You have to be able to do everything. That's the only way they're going to be able to get the job done, usually. If you have you can make a 3-man team, as long as they're pretty generalist, they can do the entire project. While if you're working at a major company, right, let's say Blizzard, no one cares if you're a generalist. They want the best. Well, they might want a lot of things, but they used to want and have the best modeler, the best texture artist, the best rigger, right? They would want you as specialized because they're so big. They just want the best. Finish your bachelor degree in game design this year, but I'm not sure what should be your next step is to look for work. Start working, do game jams, start getting making games. Just even as a hobby. Journalists are better because Google knows the rest. You don't look. How do I know everything I know? I know how to search. I know how to use Google. That's it. How did I learn it? And how did I learn all this in the time I did? Google. That's it. There's nothing special about me. I just know how to search. Searching is a skill. Especially these days. It is a skill. Oh, Saturn Cat, welcome in. You know how to make the art? You cannot for the love of you learn how to code? Tips? I don't know how to code either. I've tried to code. I've tried to code many times. I can't. I get so bored and annoyed at having to write the semicolon. I can't. But blueprints, I can do. This is visual to me. This is all visual. I understand all the logic of coding, but I just can't be bothered with the coding process itself. Try blueprints. This is visual. Do you want something to, like, turn? Like, do you want something to do, like, a door to open? Like, then use a timeline. Add a timeline and make a curve. Very visual process, and just, right, you make a curve that now will open the door, right? And then now you have a nice animated curve for a door, right? So use blueprints. Start learning blueprints if you're interested in this stuff. Don't do the code. Because you're probably like me, where I cannot be bothered. Your uncle says programmers don't get paid to code, but to copy paste code in the right places. Depending on the level, I think more beginner level positions are like that, and that's just not just in code. That's also in 3D. So my job, right? I work in virtual production. The majority of, not the majority, I'd say probably half of all of the environments that I do and make have assets that we get from other places, like big, medium, small, or some other places. Now, I don't recommend those. There's a few of them, and usually they're not optimized for Unreal whatsoever. They're absolutely terrible for Unreal because they come in with like 50 materials because they're not made for it, and then it's garbage. It takes longer to clean them up than make your own stuff. But the point is, right, that is the equivalent of copy pasting art in the right places to make an environment to that you can just use in virtual productions, right? It's the same thing, but just not code. Hey, TW, welcome in. You're the complete opposite. Many years of coding, just learning in the past couple of months. Yeah, exactly. I think most people are like you, TW. Most people become a technical artist from starting on the coding side and then going into the art side. I'm a 3D generalist. I do all things 3D. Absolutely everything. If they was to learn to code but end up learning a whole bunch of stuff to avoid coding, you learn 3D modeling, rigging, Pixar. Perfect. Look at that. There you go. Yep. Can you make a stream? Can you make a stream one day showing us some of the work and the thoughts behind it? I can't show. So at the studio I'm at, I've been with them since September of 21. I can count on one hand how many TV shows, movies, etc. that I've worked on that have released that I can like show. And the answer is 2. In all my time, in the past 3 years, 2 things I've released. Not professional work, like old stuff. I would need to like dig through old stuff to find it. I would need to dig through old stuff to find it. You know how people share bits and the process behind everything? I mean, my demo reel is not very good. Let's put it that way. It hasn't been updated in like half a decade, probably. Nice, holy crap. Yeah, so you're pretty much like a technical generalist, right? You're doing a lot of technical stuff, and you're able to like jump around from all the stuff. I'm assuming that's the equivalent. I don't know all the stuff there, but it sounds all different. It sounds all different. Okay, let me we set this up. Let me test this real quick. Let's go to the dungeon. Let's hope it loads. Oh, it loaded. Okay. Yeah, so the door is closed. Is it closed by default? Oh, let me make this open by default. So that way, the first time I enter through the room, or when I spawn and there's nothing there, it is on by default. So I can go, so I can walk in. You want to make a game of your own and maintain your family with it? Because why not? I mean, yeah, that's the dream, right? That's the dream for... That's my dream as well, is to just, you know... So I can now come in here, I can go in. It closes, and now I cannot exit. So I cannot exit, which is good. And let's see... These guys need their AI fixed. But... Excuse me? Why do I have a hard time hitting, guys? Excuse me. I need to check my hitboxes. No, come back here. You're ranged, so you're actually supposed to run away from me. But why can I need to check my... Excuse me? Okay, I'm gonna ignore you. Also, just to make sure... Oh, I can already walk away. Okay. Did I trigger... Hold on. Let me... I think I missed it when it said it. Let me go to here and let me change this to like 20 seconds. Just always be on. Yep. You love how devs are always, I'm coding since 4-year-olds or Stack Overflow plus ChatGPT. There's no in between. I mean, like, right? Like, I will not say that I'm a coder. Oh, you know what? This is a problem because I can. I found a problem. I found a problem that I can cause, or rather, I found a bug. So if I go in here and then I go back. But if I trigger them and now go back, I can't open the door anymore. Right? Because... Right? So... What I need to do is close the door as soon as I enter. I'm gonna do a custom event. Shut door. I'm going to get door animation. Set play rate. Super fast. Reverse. So this will close the door super fast behind me, theoretically. This will need adjusting. This is not a failsafe. But, right here, it's also going to do shut door. This is not a failsafe. Also, right, the directional rendering I did in Blender is done through ChatGPT script. I will not call myself a programmer. That is not programming. That is just knowing how to use Google. That's all I'm counting that as. That's just a skill of using Google. So you asked if doors would remain open. I guess I didn't. Yeah. So the idea is, right, is when I walk through, they shut and you can't get out of the room. So now if I go through here, bam, they just slam down. And now I can't open them. Like, I can't get through them until I kill enough enemies. They technically are supposed to be dropping blood, and actually I'm gonna have them drop blood in a moment. Oh, now it says open there. This should... Why did it print twice? But it says open, and the main thing that means is I can now leave. Ooh, I need to change the play rate back. Okay, note to self, gotta change the play rate back. I didn't realize that was permanent. Okay. Here. Play rate 1. Okay. Maybe 4. Right, so the idea is, right, I go through the room, it shuts down behind me, and then, bam. Then I can't, it doesn't open again until I clear enough enemies. And right now, all of them have the same amount, quote unquote, of the same amount of blood. But effectively, some enemies will drop more or less blood. Oh, see, I'd be dead there. It's a jerk. The good thing is when I get knocked up in the air. Okay, it's open, so now I can leave. Now, if I leave and go back to the old room, right? It's still open. It's fine. I can still go through. It remains open. I don't have to do anything. But if I walk into the next room now, I don't have to kill everyone. I only have to kill a certain amount. It slams behind me, and again, I have to kill enough of these guys. Yeah, you guys are going to be hiding because that's your program to do that. Yeah, now it's open, and now I can go back out, and yeah, there you go. I can go all the way back if I want to. Yeah, awesome. So this is working. You sure that having a 128 by 128 size of your character sprite gives more performance than 64 by 64? That is bizarre. It shouldn't. When using a sprite, the only thing that should change on that, unless you're doing some kind of like sprite-based physics or collision, you know, assuming that you're just using it to display, it should just be texture memory difference. The performance, there should be no performance difference except texture difference, texture memory difference. Again, assuming there's like, unless you're using like a 2D engine and it's using like some kind of collision system and other stuff, then I'm not sure. But if it was just like a display process, then I check your render engine, something you made like 3 years ago and already forgot how it worked. I mean, that's okay. 3 years ago is okay for you to forget how it works. I forget how things worked 10 minutes after I did them. So you're fine. Okay, the door system work. What I want to do now is I want to spawn the blood pools. But I want to... I'm going to do just the basic ones. I'm just going to call these blood pool. Up. Yeah, I don't need like any of this stuff. All of this. We're not setting any stats on this. Event tick. I don't need to do like all this overlap. I can just do a timeline for all this. Now, I think I didn't even need to do an event tick before. Yeah, don't need the overlap stuff. Yeah, I can just kill everything. Don't need the overlap, just need the decal. Delete everything. I don't even need the interfaces. There you go. Nice and clean. So what I wanted to do is just add a timeline. Blood growth or spread. Timeline blood spread. So on event begin play, it's gonna play it. I'm just gonna make this 1 second float. And I'm gonna make it so it starts fast and then just slows down. It's for the dialogue, so no collision interaction involved. It's just so weird. Huh. If it works, it works. I'll look at it once again on this following feature. Yeah, that's really odd. I mean, check that it's not something like there's a performance difference, but maybe it's coming from something completely unrelated and it's not just the sprite. It could be something entirely different. And it just happens to have been noticed when you did that one thing. Like, right, give it like a 256 now or a 32, like, right? It shouldn't fluctuate. So maybe something else was happening in the background. Okay, what I want to do is, right, I was going to play from start, and I'm going to take my decal, set world scale, and I don't want to plug this in directly. Well, it's going from 0 to 1. I want to multiply this by and scale. And blood size. Make it 1 by default. What I want to do, actually, here, I'm gonna make this exposed. So I'm gonna get the blood amount, which is the amount of blood the enemy is gonna have that drops this. So I'm going to take the blood amount, and I'm going to divide this by 100 to get a 0 to 1. Or 1 point something, you know, etc. You're trying to render your sprite with RTX. It made your stream go away, basically flashbang your cell phone. I'll check with 32 and 256, probably just something with a 64 specific. Could be. Could be. There's some websites. I have a Chrome plugin that turns on like dark mode for all websites. And some websites, for a split second before they load, are pure white, and it's like flashbang, and we're good. Flashbang, and we're good. It's like no.
Ads are here.
Oh.
Pausing for ads.
Okay, we'll pause for ads. But this should work now based on the blood amount. this should work based on the blood amount. So if you guys are wondering, I'm gonna be spawning blood, causing it to grow. That's it. While the ads are playing, I'm gonna quickly run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm back. Get water. I don't. I should have gotten water. Instead, I'm gonna drink my fruit drink. Sparkling ice. Use the extension like that too. You love being blind for 3 seconds. Every time you check a new page. Yeah, all this music is from the Heartbound OST. It's by Pirate Software from the game Heartbound. I really should implement an exclamation mark music command to give the link. I'll make a note for myself. To implement exclamation mark music command. Also, ads are done. Yeah, this is the next video. How to use BCG to procedurally populate doors and windows on like those modular asset packs that you get that give you the blank walls of a house, the house with blank everything, and you're supposed to like put the doors on yourself and customize it. Yeah, that's gonna be the next thing. Either tomorrow or probably Friday is when we're gonna be during the stream. We'll figure out the best way to do that. I have a really good idea how to do it. But okay, so this should now scale the blood pool relative to the amount, but we need to now take this blood amount, expose it, make it expose on spawn. So now here I refresh nodes here. There's the blood amount. And just plug in the blood amount here. Location's that. Scale is actor scale. And I just do this. This is no longer bad. This is fine. So now, if I was to kill someone, oh, now this should be relative to the amount of blood they have. Now, assuming they have a normal amount of blood. That is 100%. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to rotate the thing randomly. So this rotation, I'm going to split this. And then random flow and range. I just might as well spawn it, kind of rotate it randomly. I want to potentially change the size of that a little bit. I'm gonna change it to be like, one. You know what? One is fine. It's fine for now. I do want to change the speed of it. You tried 32 to 56 thing, and yes, for some reason your engine struggles rendering anything from 46 to 189. And I'm lazy to fix, so whatever. Well, wait. So now I have the question. Does that mean 256 is less expensive than 128? And is it less expensive than 64? So, as in, like, if you're gonna go higher than 32, you might as well go to 56? Or is there still some, performance gain over 256? I'm just curious on that one. Yes. Well, I mean, there you go. Go to 256. You go to 256. Okay, I'm gonna make the play rate dependent on the amount of blood also. So it's gonna go bigger and slower. So it is 1 divided by, well, the blood amount divided by 100. So if this is 1, it's going to be just play rate of 1. If the blood amount is 2, it's going to go half as fast. And then I want to I also want to make this slower in general. So how much do we want to, like, half or double the time it takes? I think maybe twice as long, maybe at 2 seconds for this to happen would be good. Let's try 2 seconds. 32 is better than 42 and 127. 128. Okay, well, I mean, at least you now know. At least 60% of all your sprites are 64. Oh no. Well, I mean, now you know how to optimize this. Oh yeah, look at that. Also, fun fact about this decal. If I eject. Nope. There, C is the zoom. So check out this decal. I don't know if you notice anything about it that isn't like default decal behavior. You guys notice anything? I don't know how obvious it is. If you don't work with the decals, it's probably going to be. You'll have to fix it. Oh my god. No. Just go 256 for everything. It's fine. But basically, there's an angle fade on the decal. So I don't have the smearing problem on the sides of like objects, as you see. It only it doesn't affect the sides. The other thing I need to do though is I need to not scale it vertically. Is what other thing I realized, because I don't want to go vertically. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna split this. Split unless you do this. Split. X, Y, Z, 1. No, C should be 0.1, really. Yeah, 0.1. Because I don't want it to go, like, vertically. Oh. Right, I always forget this. X is the direction for decals. Okay, so now if I do this, yep. Look at that. Yeah, so now, right, depending on where they die, they now spread. Okay, so now it no longer goes like all the way up. It's now just like where they are. Sweet. That is looking pretty good. And then he's gone. Where'd he go? Who knows? He's gone. Okay. But now the blood thing makes more sense. For fun, I mean, right now, I can have all the enemies have the same amount. It really doesn't matter. Down the line, I can modify it. Actually, no. Let's give them a random number right now, because that will also affect how much blood visually it will be, and I want to test that. So it's just going to be a matter of coming in here and searching for blood. Flying eye, it's a little ball flying. 70. Goblin. You're a small little guy. 50. The spider. The boss. Big guy. This number should, this blood number will eventually be based on what I consider the difficulty of the mob and the size of the mob. Most likely. You're pretty small. You're like the same size as the eye, though. The mushroom is quite large. So let's do like 150 on you. Shark will be our standard. The skeleton... Huh? Okay. Okay, guys, I have to ask. Should skeletons still draw blood? At least a little bit. I'm gonna say a little bit, like 25 maybe. The problem is, if you set it to be 0, then you're gonna actively avoid them. I think I need to ignore the fact that they're a skeleton when setting these values. Or I won't have it be blood. I'll have it be something else for like different mobs. I can change the decal to be like bones or something. Hey, Basie, welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? The more advanced skeleton, I'm gonna do like the directional skeleton. I'll do 125 on you. Okay. File and save all these. And now let's see them all bleed. I need death metal. I need to play death. I'm not even a fan of really death metal, but I feel like considering we're just dealing with lots of blood stuff today, it'd be just very, very fitting. Just finish your work for Easter break. Wait, you're already going on Easter break? You're not working to? Oh wait, it's already Thursday for you. Never mind. Yeah. Okay. I still have work tomorrow. Tomorrow's my Thursday, so jeez, way to make me feel like crap. I'm gonna cry and sulk in the fact that I have work tomorrow. You live in the future? How many times must I tell people this? Yeah. But that just means they're gonna die before us. You know, when the Earth blows up, you're gonna be dead, and we'll be like, well, I mean, we got another 8 hours. Yes, the guy was in the future. If our Earth doesn't blow up until yeah, let's enjoy ourselves, get some dinner, maybe play some games. I mean, look, now that's just the benefit of living in the past. You think you found a flaw in this plan? Nah, there's no flaws. Perfectly flawless. Okay, let's I'm gonna test it on this room. So these guys should now bleed different amounts. So there's you. Got a few of you. All right, you're gonna bleed the same amount. Can I have one of you guys come here? Like this guy? This guy should bleed very little. Yeah, you have a smaller pool. Okay, I need you guys to come here. Oh, look how much he bleeds because he's a big boy. He's a big boy. Shawnee, welcome in. Hello, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? Don't mind me. We just implemented the bleeding aspect to these guys. So now they bleed. Because now to open the doors, we gotta spill enough blood. Welcome to the game that I'm making. How was your stream? Exactly, a real ass video game with gameplay and everything. Yeah. So now I have to kill enough of these guys and spill enough of their blood for me to open the door, because I can't get out until I spill enough blood. When I do, I can get out and go to the next room. Or you can go back here, right? But once... Ooh, why did this... That door should have closed. Oh, now it's closed. I need to adjust something. That should have stayed closed. That should have stayed closed. Why did it not stay closed? You also been working on a video game where Manny Quinn fights for their life in a testament. Very nice. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, that's a full sprite Manny. Yep. Yeah. That's just Manny in full beautiful directional glory. But why is our door having problems? Why is our door having problems? I'm gonna here. But I hope you had a lovely stream. Your game sounds like fun. Pitting them against each other. That seems like a fun adventure. The question is, who are you rooting for? Are you rooting for Manny or are you rooting for Quinn? That's really the question. it should... When I go to the second room, it should work. There's a print spawner enabled. I'm just gonna double check that it's just like... That's working. You're a Quinn stan? Very nice. Clearly, I prefer Manny. And it wasn't at all because I started as Quinn, and then I realized the first animations I did were actually of Manny, and so I just decided to stick with Manny. Not at all because of that. Load, you jerk game. Load. You don't know who either of those people are? So Manny and Quinn are the default mannequins of Unreal Engine. They're the, if you ever see Unreal Engine mannequins, like the default characters that come with the engine, those are it. The male is called Manny for mannequin, and Quinn is the female that was introduced in Unreal 5 that basically is just the female version of the mannequin. Why is this still happening? There we go. So this guy, this is Manny. He's just the pixelized version, right? It's a directional. Should you also remap the animals between either? Yeah, you don't need to remap anything. I think you just pretty much reuse them. You've been messing with the control rig version. The missions you make with it apply either Manny or Quinn. Yeah, I think I think they use the exact same skeleton. You should be able to just use the same skeleton. Whoa, how did that happen? I gotta check that out. Come back here. Okay, that is awesome. The fact that you can kill them behind the pillar, not see them, and then all of a sudden you see the blood spread out from behind the pillar. I really like that. I really like. Okay, the door's open. I don't know why it triggered 3 times. Right. Okay, so now it closed behind me, which is what it's supposed to do. So that did it correctly. And now I cannot go through. Okay. So that's what's supposed to happen. And now I should be able to... Wait. Oh. How did this door open? Why did that door open? See, now it says open. But this door is now... Okay. Okay, let me change one thing on these guys. I'm gonna take... it seems like it's working. I'm gonna modify... Oh. That's the mob spawner. Mob spawner's fine. I need to modify the door... This thing. This thing is just... I don't know why it's this big by default. Like that. Let's do like 200. There you go. Let's do that. That should be yeah, it loaded immediately. Okay, maybe a little bit further. A little bit further. The animation seemed to like not fully open. Let's do like 250, but just not the freaking 600 that it was. Come on. Come on. Load it up. Ah. I need to figure out what's causing it. I will. Over the weekend, I'm gonna try like different things I can think of to do to fix it. Because this is insane. This is insanity. Now, obviously, I can't package the game if I can't have the levels load. Okay. Yep. So that seemed good. Oh, I really like the blood spread. Okay. Doors are open. What I probably want to do is, I have no reason to kill these guys right now. I'm going to introduce an experience system and power-ups and all that. That's for later. So there we go. Okay. But... Hi. Ah, he jumped off. So, what I'm realizing already is, one, I need to have them even, like, look around. Right? Because... Or I need to make sounds with my feet so they can hear me. Because otherwise, right, they don't know me. And then they realize where I am once soon as I hit them. But, of course, it's a little bit too late for them. You have a long... Yep. Yeah, so I have a... Here, if I get these... Oh, come down. Okay, you, come here. I missed. So I can keep them in the air. I can, if I come... These guys are long range, so they don't want to stay there. So if I knock this guy up, or kill him in one hit... Right, I can also... Stop attacking me! Okay, I need to kill one of them. Oh my god. Knock. Are any of them... Okay, you are alive. I can also kick him back. Although... I think I need to fix that. Come back. He really should not be able to jump up that high. He should be able to jump down, but not up. I gotta change that. The jerk! What the jerk? He's like, see ya. Freak. Thank you so much for the cheer. Thank you. Thank you for the 5 bits. I need to, wait, did I not? Oh, I did. You're also bad at your own game. I mean, I think most people are bad at their own game. I think most people are bad. Because the way you always have to think of it is, you are not going to be the best player at your own game. And if you're doing awesome at your own game, that means your game is not hard enough. Just straight up. Right? If you're just breezing through your own game, that means your game's not hard enough. You need to be harder. But if I go to my testing level, I can show like some of the stuff. Come here. So I can keep them in the air a little bit. If I have a combo, I also have a knockdown. Right now, I'm not going up as much as I like would love to. And the other thing I can do is
ads are here.
Pausing knock him back,
for ads.
and it's ads time. Okay, well, damn you ads! They can just beat me up while ads are playing. I'll have a drink. Stay hydrated. Ow. Ow, I'm dead. Oh! I just realized something. Do I have this happening? Increase score. Set stays dead. Stop logic. No, I don't. Okay. Okay. Are the enemies stock placeholder? Some of them seem pre-rendered. Yes. Yes and no. Yes. Once the ads are over, I'll explain it so that everyone can hear it. But if I go through like the enemies I have here, like here's the boss. This is the boss. But some of them are 2D. Some of them are 8-directional 3D. Take you guys, and what's the other one that I did? No, just you guys. And the Gruntling. Okay, ads are done. So, to answer your question, these guys are just 2D. So, these guys are just... They just flip sprite left, right. These guys, like him, right, has 8-directional movement. So, right, when he goes towards me, and he goes around, right, you could see he's like me. There's 8 directions of animation. While this one is the one I started with originally, and it only has a left, right, because I don't have 8-directional, because it wasn't originally a 3D model. This guy was originally a 3D model. Same with Manny, right? It was originally a 3D model. And I have a workflow going through Blender to render 8-directional animation. But this guy isn't, and also is just the original 2D. None of them are hand-drawn. Oh, yeah. I guess this one's quote-unquote hand-drawn. Yeah. But yeah, these are just 2D sprites. These are 8-directional 2D sprites. But it's all done through... it's all done through a 3D to 2D workflow that I have that goes from Unreal Engine currently, because that's where I have all the animations for these guys, into Blender to render out 8-directional sprites, into Sprite to create sprite sheets, and back to Unreal to, well, have then 8-directional animations and stuff. So then I have things like this, right? And then it doesn't matter which direction it is, right? It plays in all directions. But like that flying eye, it's only left, right. Because yeah, but all of these are still temporary. Either way, right? Even these guys are temporary. Like, they're cool, but either I need more animations for them, or either way they're temporary, because these don't really work great as sprites. I would need to retexture them to make them work better with a sprite form. Some of them work really well. Like the Great Spider one works really well. Like that just works really well in sprite form. But not all of them do. Some work real well. But yeah, I'll be adding more and more and more. And if I have a lot of animations, then I can do really cool stuff with them. So right now, the spider is broken. That's the boss. But it has like a charge attack and like a bunch of like teleports and stuff. And these guys right now, so he can go on a path if I set one up. The eye is a ranged mob currently only, even though he has melee attacks technically. And if I go to him, he will try to hide or I can't see him. That's why he'll run away if I get too close. And if I come to him, right, he'll just go and try to find cover where I can't see him. And then otherwise he's gonna shoot at me from a distance. That's why when I run to him, he runs away. I don't know where he went or why he went there. I need to fix that. This guy will strafe around me until he's ready to attack, and then he has like one of two things. He can do a jump attack, or he'll like walk up to me and attack. And this is meant for like when there's a lot of them. So if I have like, say 5 of these guys, right? You can see only 2 right now, because that's how my guy set up, will attack me at the same time. Some will walk up to me and attack, right? And they have a few different attacks. Some will do a jump attack. But yeah, I can hit him in the air, but they will hit back and they will just knock me out of the air and kill me. So the enemies in the combat circle coordinate. They coordinate, yes, when they attack. So at any time, so it's a token system. So effectively, I have a certain amount of tokens, and for them to do their like move up to me or jump to me and attack and all of that, they have to take a token from me. And if they have the token, that is the cost of doing that attack, then they could do it. When they finish that attack, they return the token to me. And so I have 2 tokens, and each of their attacks currently just cost 1. And so 2 of them can take a token each and do the attack. But when it's done, they return it. But the point is, right, no more than 2 will ever be able to do the attack sequence at once. So at no point will I ever be attacked by more than 2 of these guys at the same time. They can surround me, they can do whatever. But if you see, like, there, right, like the eye and that guy attacked me at the same time, and I can control how many I have and how many I want attacking me at the same time. And I'll adjust this, of course, as, you know, depending on how many mobs we end up having and how often I'm getting hit, etc. But yeah, the current moment, that's how it is. Remember that old Assassin's Creed worked that way, limiting the number of guards attacking at once. It's a good way. A lot of games do it this way. I don't know if especially with this setup, but like Sleeping Dogs is a fantastic game. I believe in that game, it's the same. I think like games like Arkham Knight, from what I've seen, I haven't played it. Just any game where you're fighting a lot of enemies typically doesn't have all the enemies attack you at once. Because if let's say you're surrounded by 8 enemies, if all of them attack you at once, I mean, there's nothing you can do, right? Unless you have like an AoE block, you're not doing anything. Unless it's Dark Souls, yeah, unless it's something like Dark Souls. But here I also have like a roll mechanic, which has invulnerability frames, and I can phase through things. I'm just really bad about using it. I also have a block. And speaking of block, I actually meant to change the block to actually block more damage than it does. So let me actually adjust that real quick. I want to block more damage than it does. Damage calculations. Damage calculation. Damage taken while blocking. Instead of half damage, I'm going to take only 20% damage. Yep. This one has a lot of functionality, right? Yeah, it has a decent amount. But it really needs a lot more. I'm not making any custom animations right now because that takes a lot of time, and so I'm not. So what the enemies can do is limited to me by the animations. So the spider had like a charging attack animation, and so I introduced a charging attack. It also had like it dropped from the if I open the spider again, so the spider, right? If I look at this, it has this ramming animation, so I can make it so it has a ramming attack. It also has a it also has this drop down where it drops from the sky. So all of a sudden, I can introduce a teleport where it can either go up into the air and then come down in a teleport manner, right? So I can, my creativity at the current moment is limited by the animations I have, because I don't want to take the time to create new animations for a character when I'm just in the testing phase. Down the line, let's say everything's working and everything's good, then okay, let's go and actually use the characters, maybe make new animations, make different attacks, right? But at the moment, let's just use what we have, make it fun with what we have. It'll obviously be better with more, and then go from there. So, but now that it's 20% damage if I block, and I can rotate while doing this. Well, I'm taking no damage. Okay, I took 2 damage there. No, I'm taking damage. I'm taking damage. Not taking damage on that one for some reason. Really odd. Oh, I'm out of the nav. I'm like, why isn't anyone attacking me? Because I'm out of the navigation. Yeah, so I'm taking 2 damage. Sometimes I didn't take damage, which is odd. But cool. Yeah, so now this should motivate me to block more, which is good. Because I was not motivated to block very much. Something else I'm thinking of doing is this roll. I might change the distance I roll. Let me change that a little bit. I want to make it a little bit further, potentially. If I go to my player, roll. Roll amount. Just a little bit further. Enjoy a lurk, basically. Enjoy a lurk. So now it should be just a little bit further. Yeah, that's maybe a little bit too far now. Let's go somewhere in the middle with 900. Just a bit further. Yeah, that seems better. And I can continue to roll. I can just spam it and continue to roll, which is fine because I can't do anything. They can't hurt me. I can't hurt them, right? It's just, it is a way. So the downside of this is, I don't think I can do this up at the current moment. I can't. Oh yeah, I learned how to do this. I don't need to do this anymore. I don't think I need to do this anymore. You're also trying to keep your game custom assets free for as long as you can, except for animations, ironically, because your combat system is heavily dependent on them. Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully, oh, not this crap again. What? No! Why did it bug out? We didn't do anything. I didn't. Why? Why is he like this? Guys, why is he like this? This happened before, and I couldn't tell you why it's like this. Could not tell you. Because if I did this, right, he's just not falling. Ground friction is fine. Gravity's fine. He's just broken. All because I did something here and then I decided to undo it. It broke him. How long have I been working with this? So I did a game jam back in like mid mid to end January. Then February didn't really do much, so really this month is where I really like started to do stuff on this game and like take it to a place where I think it's, you know, it'll be, because the game jam version is just really low. Atom instance is failing. Okay, so yeah, it's bugged out. Okay. I need to revert Manny. I didn't do anything on him. I'm pretty sure. Did we do anything today on him? I don't think we did. So let me... I'm gonna save everything. Put you on the ground. Save it all. Let me... go to... I'm gonna load a backup, I think. There, I'll show you what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go to my... the blueprints, characters. So here's my blueprint, right? I'm gonna move this over here. And then I'm going to go to saved, autosaves, game, blueprints, characters. There's my character. Do I not have a backup of here? Okay, fine. Okay, I gotta use Git instead. Hold on. Let me just... I'm gonna use Git. Make a backup, use Git. I mean, tearing it up, it's also been a... You've also been working since late January? Nice! So at the point where implementing the basics, you have movement, 1 attack, and 1 AF for now? Yeah, that's still pretty good. Yeah, it helps. After I started streaming, it has helped like motivate me to like continue to working on it. Because it's now like, okay, you know, I'm streaming now. I got time to stream. Okay, what am I, you know, working on today? And then go from there. Okay, let's relaunch this. There you go. So we're back. So all I wanted to do was, I mean, all I did was change this to 900 effectively. I'm gonna just do this. I don't think I need this anymore. Yeah, this makes no difference. Perfect. And this is why you have backups. That's why backups are important. So you can just restore them. You love streaming game dev? Yeah. Look, Ma, I'm on TV. Exactly. Okay, let's go to here. I just want to make sure that the doors are all working still properly when we go through them. Okay, close. Okay. I also want them to knock me up. I want to see when that happens. You should not be able to move and attack me there. I gotta... Oh my god. You jerk. Oh, yeah, the blood spreading from behind the pillar. Yeah, so that, yeah, loading the level above me. Okay, the door's open. Ooh, I get shot back into this room, which means I am stuck here. Okay, that's good to know. I could get shot. I can get hit back into the room when this happens. And if I do, I'm stuck in that room and I can't get out. Okay, so what I need to do... I need to do a timer. I need to do a timer once I enter the room. After, let's say 5 seconds, it will check that, okay, everything is fine. Also, this room needs to be modified. It needs to check that, that it is, cleared or not. Yeah. Okay, a couple of things. So, first of all, is it this room? Yeah, this room. I currently have multiple spawners here. I want to make it so there's only one. And we're doing... So this is going to be 8... Let's do 12 to 16 for this entire place. Yep. So these rooms are not procedural. I created these rooms. But it's assembled procedurally using Dungeon Architect, yes. So the assembly process is procedural, but the rooms are not. So I have full control of what goes where in the rooms, and I have control over how it creates the dungeon as well. I can create the paths and all that using Dungeon Architect. and then it creates it based on my like setup that I told it to do, like how many rooms, where the path's going from what to what. But yeah, then it just uses my rooms to create this and assemble it. It seems to be some bugs going, some bug or something that's going on where it succeeds in the test builds, but when I actually try to do the like the play, so when I do play and it's just going to be stuck unloading, and it's just stuck here and it refuses to do anything, and so that's why I've been like when it's loading, and then I'm like, okay, let me just go back here and try again. Okay, so now like right, it loaded. But the first time it didn't. So we need to do something about getting locked out of the room. So how do we want to approach that? Well, it needs to be done. Go to the mob spawner. So if I enter it, it makes a list of all the doors. Ah, hold on. If I enter it, I'm not gonna automatically make a list of all the doors. I'm gonna check if this is empty. If this is empty, then do all this. If this list is not empty, that means I've been in this room before and I got pushed in potentially. Delay 3 seconds potentially, and then I want you to open the doors. So I'm gonna do here custom event, open doors. And let's try to see if we can replicate this. Oh, no worries. Enjoy your break. Enjoy your break. Thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. And doubly thank you for the rate earlier. Yeah, stuck on loading. Again, load. No. Again, load. There we go. So can we go here? Okay, and I'm stuck in this room. Excellent. That's what I wanted. Oh, but I'm stuck in the room where I don't have the freaking mob spawner. I need to add that to the main room. My spawn room doesn't have this. Level block out. Spawn room. Ooh, I wonder if it's going to work in this room. Oh, ads.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
I'm going to change this stuff for this room. So So what I need to do is to fix this is I'm gonna think through it. I'm not gonna do it while the ads are going. I need the spawner is gonna be disabled. It is going to be empty because there's. Oh no, it's not gonna be empty. It won't be empty. It'll be true. Spawner will be enabled. It'll be all of that, which is fine. Well, theoretically, this should work. Theoretically, this should work. We'll see. We'll see. Well, for ads, while ads are going, stay hydrated. Okay, ads are done. Let's test this. Oh, not in this room though. In the actual dungeon. Yes, save the spawn room. So theoretically, this should work. So I should be able to open it. No. That's 0. Oh, it's because it's never triggers this. This will never trigger, which means it will never open. So what I need to do is okay, I need to check if it's if this is equal to 0. So if this is length, right? If this array is greater than 0, that means it has something. That means I have spawn locations, right? So if I spawn locations, great. Do all this. If I don't have spawn locations, open doors. And that's just going to get all the doors, and then it's going to open them. So see it? Oh, it says open. So now what I need to do is here. Okay, and I'm stuck in this room. It does not open. Oh, did I not trigger? Hold on. I want to check if it triggers me actually going out of the room and coming back in, because it might not. Because I might have overlapped the new room, but not quite left the first room. Yoo-hoo. Okay. Right. So obviously it sees me here. Yeah, it printed hello once, which is for the new room. I never left this room. This room technically has not been left. So That's why it's not detecting it. So so this isn't gonna work. What I need to then do is assume that I will be... Okay, what I can do is get overlapping actors, and I can search for my character. So when this happens, let's try this. Get overlapping actors. If this is empty, I need a sequence. First do all that, then this. Then let's say after 3 seconds, check that I'm in the room. If this is empty, open the doors. If after 3 seconds I'm not, then we're fine. So effectively, we want to make sure that, right, if I get locked out. Okay, so I'm locked out. I can't go back. Now it says open, and now I can go through again. And now I can go through here. Ah. Okay, so that's a problem. Why is it like that? The reason it's like that is because it's not doing this. So if I am in the room, I mean, I could do this, which will close the doors. You. Right? So after 3 seconds, it will close the doors. Let me do a quick... I'm going to do a print string when I'm walking through the doors. I want to figure out when this is actually triggering. Right, so it's open, right? Excuse me. Excuse me. Why was it not open? It said open. It's open. And Like, this is a 3-second delay. Oh, you know what it is? I haven't spawned yet. Right? In my spawn room, I haven't spawned yet. So, of course, it's been longer than 3 seconds. While it loads the level. Like, it loads the level, 3 seconds, then I spawn, then I get to it, right? So... yeah, let's just check the, when it triggers the doors, like, going through the doors. Because why is it shutting behind me like, when I leave that room? So, okay. It triggered when I went into that room. It's open now. It triggered that I went into this room. Again. Okay, so it does trigger that I go into the room again. Ah, but the second time I go through the room, it goes false because spawner is no longer enabled. So let's just do closed doors again when it's false. If the spawner is disabled and I go through the rooms, but I don't want to shut it. Okay, no. I need to go here. I need to check all this. I need to check this. So I need, so assuming that it is, right, it's not none of those. If this is not less, right? So because if it's less than, then it does the opening of the doors. But if it's not, that means we need to close the doors. Because that means I have not killed enough enemies, so it should close the doors. I'm gonna do a print string here. Close. Open. I think that should do it. I think we should be good with this. Come on. Load. Load. Come on. Come on, dungeon. There we go. Okay, so we're open. Okay. That door closed. It's now open again. Oh, now it closed. And now it's going to open again. And I can go through. Okay. There we go. And now it won't. And now we're fine. Now I can kill them. Now let me kill enough of these guys. And hopefully we can go back and forth between the rooms still. Okay, it's open. Ah. Okay, I need to change. Why is it? Oh, it's shutting down. Why is it shutting down immediately when I go back? It wasn't printing close. Hold on. Or was it printing close and I'm just blind? I'm confuzzled. Okay. Try one more time. It closed properly. Right, it's closed, yep. I'm here. Okay, how many of them do I need to kill still? Bitch. Whoa! Why did you fly? Okay, it's open now. Great. Let's go back. So it's not printing anything. It printed open. In green. Printed open in green. This is my open in green. All it's doing is setting it. Let's open the doors. So, oops, is it not you? So that means it's doing. It shouldn't be doing shut door. Shut door. Okay, one more time. Yep, so trigger shut door on this one. It's fine. I really need to figure out what my hitbox is that is messing with that. Oh, is it that he's so small, that sprite is so small that I think it's just literally when I'm right next to him, it actually misses him. I think that's the problem. Is it just he's so small that okay, it says open. Okay. If we go back, it does say open and then shut door. So it is triggering shut door. And just to make sure, I have no way of triggering shut door here. Not shut door, shut door. Nope, the only way I do it there is there. Okay. Okay, so that's that goes back. Shut door. The only place I do it is here. But close doors. And then I do it right. This is that, and then that's that. So I'm doing it. Is it somehow going here? Let's find out. Yeah, enabled closed doors. Enabled door close. That's correct. kill enough of these guys. Back here. I need to spill more blood. More blood needs to be spilled. Oh, darn it. Ah! I think it printed it already. Oh, now definitely. Okay, so now it's open. And if I go back, enabled door closer. Oh, you know why? I know why. It's because my starting room that I go through is still enabled. And because here so if it is enabled, right? If it is it says open doors, but I never set spawner to disabled. That's why. That should fix that. I'm so confident I'm removing all the print strings. That one I'll keep. That one is just good to see. That's why. It just, I wasn't turning off effectively the starting room spawner when we were going through it. Right, so now it's open. Just to confirm, I can get locked in here. And after a moment, I can get out. And then I can get stuck in here. Yep, need to turn that off. This ability to jump up like that. That is so overpowered. My good sir. Okay, I really need to modify that level. This jump. You should not be able to do that. Aha! You're in a place you can't get out. Okay, now it says open. So now, if I go back through here... Aha! Yes! It works! We are no longer getting stuck. And when we kill enough, we can get out of here. And just confirm, if I come here and I just load in the next level, right, and I'm still stuck in this room, after 3 seconds, it will reopen. And then I can go through, and then I'm good. Awesome! So we did it. It's now working properly. So I am super glad for that. Okay. Awesome. I'm so glad for this. So glad that's working. And the blood and everything is working. Okay. I can't get out. Oh. Why did it just like open for a moment? Why did it open for a moment? It shouldn't have. That is odd. Okay. And now it's open, and I can just go all the way back. Yeah. Go all the way back. Start, and everything's fine. Huzzah! I am so glad. Let me just clean this up a little bit. So I'm gonna do attach this. Here, I'm going to do close doors. I'm going to actually rename this to shut doors, because this is actually shut doors. Then let's just scooch all this over. It's down here. So open doors if room cleared and re-entered. Oh, no, sorry, not open doors, closed doors. Closed doors if room not cleared and re-entered. Yep. And then this is open doors if stuck in original door after. Yeah, I'm doing good and actually commenting things. There you go. This is open doors after enemies defeated. And I can do from here. I can do not custom event, create event, and then I can just say enemy blood spilled, and that'll be the same thing as actually just hooking it up. So I can just move this. Shut doors quickly. And you know what? I'm going to go to the shut doors and I'm going to set this new rate here. Default value 4. Shut doors rate. Or timeline speed. There you go. This way, it's a little bit cleaner. This is fine. Yeah, okay. That's much better. Sweet. I'd say that's a success. I'd say that's one hell of a success. So I'm very happy. And I hope you guys are too. We got the doors done. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing tomorrow, so if you have suggestions, always feel free to suggest. We'll see. Maybe AI stuff. I'm thinking maybe we modify the rooms to be taller or change the layout a little bit and play with that. I got a few things in mind. But with that, I hope you guys had a fantastic day. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And I'll be back tomorrow at my usual time of 6:30 p.m. Pacific after work. Okay, guys. Thanks again. And you know what? Let's, for once, I'm going to try rating. And I'm going to send
Ads
you
are
guys...
here. Pausing for ads.
Are you serious? Are you... Well, we'll wait for ads to finish. Should have paid attention to that. And then and then we'll I'm gonna send you guys over to the best place to hear this music. Give it a moment. Darn ads. But yay, we did everything. And while it's going, I'm just gonna play the game, you know, while it's going. I think I'm gonna change the timing on that. I think I'm gonna change the timing on that. Probably. Just super quick. I'm just gonna change this timer to 3, just a little bit slower. Just a tad slower. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Ads are done. And the stream is coming to a close. And I'm going to send you guys to the best place to hear this music that you've been hearing during the stream. Ferret Software, which is by the creator of all this music, Pirate Software. Where... Oh, did I click... Did it cancel when I went out of that? I have to keep this open. Okay, one more time. Start. I have to keep this window open. Got it. Noted. But thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the cuddly ferrets. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.